Number 1 says find the area of the rectangle. We have 4.5 centimeters by 5 1/4 centimeters, which means it would be 4 1/2 times 5 1/4, since when we find the area, we multiply the length times the width. So if we're going to solve it using our area model, we have 4 1/2 and 5 1/4. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 1/4 is 4 over 1 times 1 over 4, which is 4 over 4, which is 1. 5 over 1 times 1 over 2 is 5 halves, and 1/4 times 1/2 is 1/8. Now we need to add them all together. So 5 halves is 2 1/2. So if we add our whole numbers, we have 20 plus 1 plus 2, which is 24. Then we need to add our fractions, which is 1/2 plus 1/8. 1/2 equals 4/8. So 4/8 plus 5/8 or plus 1/8 is 5/8. So our answer is 24 and 5/8. Number 2 says solve. 1/7 times 8/9. We multiply our numerators. 1 times 8 is 8. Multiply our denominator. 7 times 9 is 63. So the answer is 8/63. 6/11 times 3/4. Again, multiply your numerators. 6 times 3 is 18. Multiply your denominators. 11 times 4 is 44. So the answer is 18/44. Number 3 says use an estimate to place the decimal point. The correct digits are given. So if I were going to estimate, I would round 2.3 to about 2, and I would round 158 6/10 up to 160. I'm going to ignore the 0. 2 times 16 is 32. Add that 0 back. My answer is going to be around 320. So to correctly place the decimal point so it's close to 320, I would put it in between the 4 and the 7, so the answer is 364 7/800. Number 4 says fill in the blank with less than, greater than, or equal to. We have 12 times 1/3 is greater than, less than, or equal to 12. So since we have 12 on both sides, we look at what we're multiplying it by. Since we're multiplying it by a fraction, which is a number less than 1, our number is going to get smaller. So 12 times 1/3 is going to be less than 12. Next, we have 2/3 times 8/8 is greater than, less than, or equal to 2/3. So we have 2/3 on both sides, which means we're looking by what we're multiplying, which is 8/8. 8/8 is equal to 1. Anytime we multiply by any number by 1, it stays the same. So this is going to be equal. And the last one, 1 3/8 times 6/5 is greater than, less than, or equal to 1 3/8. So again, we have 1 3/8 on both sides, so we look at the number we're multiplying it by. Since it's an improper fraction, we know that it's greater than 1, which means 1 3/8 is going to get bigger. So therefore, this is going to be greater than. And number 5 says explain how you solved problem 2b. So I know that when I multiply two fractions, I multiply the numerators and the denominators. So in 2b, you multiply the numerators, which is 6 times 3, which is 18. So the numerator is going to be 18. Then you multiply the denominators, 11 times 4. 11 times 4 is 44, so the denominator is going to be 44. So the answer will be 18/44.